Good to go.
I'd like to call the meeting to order for January 12th, 2021. Would you please rise for a moment of silence? Would you please join in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, I will call roll call. Paula will not be here tonight due to illness. Trustee Sheets.
Here.
Trustee Hunter here. Trustee Good. Here. We do not have any minutes to approve. And due to Paula's illness, we will hold a special meeting at a later date to pay our expenditures. Move on. This must be the meeting our deputy does not attend because he's in the Urban Crest meeting. Move on to road department. Robert.
All that time sitting there, I gave them to you then.
Thank you.
Well, since the last meeting, we've been through snow and ice through the holidays again. Made it through it just fine. After that, we started filling potholes. Some of them were getting pretty big. We still have a couple more roads to go. We got a new drainage easement on Johnson Road from there's a lot split, and for them to build like they wanted to, they had to donate a new easement to the township for drainage. So when it looks like this, it's just that little blue speck or line. And we will be installing, I was going to do that anyhow, because there's a 18-inch tile there. I was going to install a structure there so we could keep tabs on that tile and hopefully improve the drainage on the north side of the road. And that way they can tie directly into that. And the next picture, there's a property at 9300 Gareth Road. To get to this place, you need to go into Madison County, go down Olmsted, and then turn on the Garrick Lily, and then down at the bottom for probably half a mile, it turns back into Franklin County. The highlighted section, well, the property, the guy that's buying it said there's an easement there, or a right-of-way there, and he was wondering if we're supposed to maintain it or who's supposed to maintain it. So luckily, he also called Jim Jewell with Franklin County, and he's been looking into it, and he's going to let us know the results of it. And when he does come up with it, he's probably going to join, hopefully by the next meeting, I'll have it all figured out who's doing what, and I'm going to have him join the meeting through WebEx next meeting.
Did you say easement or right of way?
There's a right of way.
Okay.
I believe it's a 40-foot right of way.
And where's that at? Off of Garrick, off of Olmsted?
It's off of Olmsted, and then just turn right on Garrick Lily and go clear down to the end. And then I also received notice there's a sign grant to update signs in the township from ODOT. We have to just, I have to watch 3 small webinars to be approved to apply. So I'll be doing that. It takes about 2 hours. And then after reading this, we are allowed to invite villages within the township to go on this same grant. So I'm gonna contact Harrisburg and see if they'd be interested in updating some of their signs. Because when we were doing potholes, we took a short drive through Harrisburg and a lot of their signs are faded and worn and stuff like that, so this would be a good chance for them to update some of their signage. And here is the grant. So, but that's all I have.
Have you started to fill it out or anything?
No, I've got until May 7th to turn it in, and I haven't, well, I think I've showed it to you in the past. There's a crash report throughout the township. I wish I'd have brought that too.
Yeah.
But
I
it
remember that.
shows where the
Yes.
majority of your accidents are in the township. So we kind of went around and went through them areas and seen if there was any additional signage we could install to maybe help out. So,
You know, we have a professional grant writer.
Well,
Actually,
go there,
this is actually pretty easy. The majority of it's just showing like different types of signs and stuff like that, so it shouldn't be too hard.
If you need demographic stuff, I got you covered. I'm not,
Just if you need any
highway grants, I'm
advice
not
on
your guy.
grant, on writing the grant, I would ask the chief.
Okay.
yeah, I can fill you in with all the demographics, stuff you need, populations, traffic counts, that kind of stuff.
I don't believe they're asking for anything like that, so, but I'll let you know if I do run
Sure,
across
yeah.
it. So.
You know,
Alright. Anything else?
I don't have anything. All right, thank you.
Mhm.
Move on to chief.
So we ended 2020 with 1,270 calls, total calls for service, which is a 6% increase over 2019. We had 1,194 in 2019, and I think 1170 something the year before that. So we're definitely busier than we've ever been. Thus far, we've had 40 runs, and actually we've added to that since I typed this up this afternoon. So we've had, I think, 42 runs for right now for the year so far. Not a whole lot of maintenance going on, which is a good thing. So I don't have a lot of maintenance stuff. We're trying to get the station put back together. We're taking our time with that, trying to declutter, pack up old files, get stuff into storage, eliminate some of the filing cabinets and some of the clutter that was in here. So we're just going to kind of take our time with that throughout the winter, really, is what we're going to do. So all Paula's stuff's back in here. She asked for that the other day, so we got that done. We got the meeting room set back up. We've got a lot of the office stuff in, but some of the other stuff we've just kind of parked out in the bays for now. We're just going to kind of decide what we're going to do with it. So I do have couple other things. Engine 2, the Pierce, will be leaving in the coming days for its frame repair that was approved last year sometime. I'd have to go back through the minutes and find it, but I believe it was last spring we approved it, pretty close to a year ago. They will have the truck for about 90 to 120 days. He said sometime in March. At this point, I don't have much faith in their timeline, but they will be coming to get it in the coming days. He was arranging for a shipper to come and get it, so that truck will be going to Pierce when they show up. The hiring notice is up for full time with deadline for applications of next Tuesday, and then the officers will have a meeting. We'll go over them and then start the interview process. I talked about the station stuff, so I do have two things tonight. One, we've got the bids to open, but the first thing I'd like to do is I'd ask the board to please a resolution honoring firefighter John Beard for his 34 years of service to Pleasant Township, congratulating him on his retirement. As you know, John's last day was, his retirement was effective at 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. I believe it was, yeah, Sunday morning. We did have his wife hosted a drive-by in true COVID fashion, a drive-by retirement party for him. So we participated in that on Saturday at 10 o'clock. He was given a copy of what I'm going to read to you today. He was also presented with his plaque with his helmet and his axe plaque from the union as well. So that's all been kind of taken care of. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to have some sort of an event for him here at the station, maybe later this spring, once some of this COVID stuff backs down, but there's no guarantees on that either. So, whereas on June 23rd, 1986, John C. Beard III began his career in the fire service as a volunteer firefighter with Pleasant Township Fire Department, Franklin County, Ohio. And whereas John C. Beard III was hired as a full-time firefighter for Pleasant Township, Franklin County, Ohio, on June 1st, 1999. And whereas over his long and distinguished career with the Pleasant Township Fire Department, firefighter Beard responded to and assisted with countless emergencies impacting the lives and the residents and visitors of Pleasant Township on numerous occasions. And whereas firefighter Beard's service and devotion to the department and its operations have been proven to be an enormous benefit. Pull my mask down a little bit. To Pleasant Township, the members of the fire department and the residents in numerous ways, all of which have contributed to Pleasant Township having the finest fire department in the area. And whereas after having served Pleasant Township, Franklin County, Ohio for over 34 years, firefighter Beard has decided to retire from township service effective on January 10th, 2021 at 0800 hours. And whereas the Pleasant Township Board of Trustees believes that it is in the best interest of the township and its residents to recognize, honor, and thank firefighter John C. Beard III for his years of selfless service to Pleasant Township and to the members of the department. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Trustees, Pleasant Township, Franklin County, Ohio, that the following resolution is hereby adopted. The Pleasant Township Board of Trustees and its residents hereby congratulate firefighter John C. Beard upon his retirement after more than 34 years of dedicated service and wish him well in all his future endeavors. I'd ask for the board to approve that, please.
I will make resolution 16 to honor firefighter John Beard's 34 years of service and accept his retirement. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Roll call, trustee Sheets,
Yes.
trustee Hunter, yes. Trustee Good? Yes.
This resolution unanimously passed on the 12th day of January, 2021. And the other thing that I have tonight is the ambulance bids were due to be open today. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We'll read those into the record, and then there's 2 bids. So we'll need to go back through them and decide which one is the best of the 2. I won't be awarding it tonight, but the first bid will be from Lifeline Emergency Vehicles. And let's see here. I should always put this right on the front page so I can find it really easily. Exceptions. It's got to be in here somewhere. There it is. Lifeline Emergency Vehicles, $259,865.
One more time, please.
$259,865. Should have brought something in to cut this with. You got a knife, Robert? Slice that bad boy open for me. Thank you. This bid will be from Braun Ambulances, Penn Care.
What is it, Braun?
Braun, B-A-B-R-A-U-N, Braun.
Braun, what's their whole title?
Penn Care is the dealer.
P-E-N Care?
P-E-N-N-C-A-R-E, Penn Care. And their bid is for $257,326. I'll get these to the committee. We'll give them situated and figure out which one meets the spec the closest, and I'll have
And you have grant money for that?
Yes, so the
And-
grant, we have a $250,000 grant. There are probably some items that we can bring those prices down. There's some, we kind of shot at the moon with this thing, knowing that maybe we'd be a little over, but figured there's some COVID items in there that, lighting and things that'll kill viruses and things like that. There's some, things on there. So we'll go through the bids and we'll see where they land. So unless you guys have anything else for me, that's all I have tonight. Coronavirus, we're at 134,412 active cases in the state, a 13.5% positivity rate. Right now, Franklin County has 14,750 active cases, which is about 11% of the entire state, and we remain in the red. So.
And did you get the email I forwarded to you about the GoDaddy needs a payment update?
Yep, took care of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the cards were expiring was the issue.
I figured that's what
mine
it
was expired. I think Dave's was expired, or one of them was expiring. So yeah, that's what the issue was.
Okay.
So unless you guys have anything else for me, that's all I have for
I
tonight.
don't, do you?
Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll move on to old business. To clear up some wording that was put on the Nextdoor social media page. The wording from Swaco said, it's a statement about Rumpke accepting the recycling. And it has to do with, yesterday they started accepting yogurt containers, plastic containers like margarine containers and cottage cheese and things like that, which is good news. But their statement was, today marks a big day in recycling. Rumpke will officially begin accepting plastic tubs and yogurt containers today. Here's the updated image that shows what you can and cannot recycle. Okay, there was a comment put on the Nextdoor, or it might have been our Facebook page, said, that's nice for residents that are served by Rumpke. Pleasant Township has a contract with Local Waste. So I put a response that said, Pleasant Township has a contract with Local Waste Services for trash hauling and recycle pickup. All residents in Pleasant Township use Local Waste for trash and recycling. Rumpke operates the only recycling facility in this area. Trash haulers such as Local Waste must contract with Rumpke's recycling facility to accept collected recycling materials. Everyone in Pleasant Township can now recycle plastic tubs and yogurt containers.
Good job.
So. And the Planning Commission will be hearing tomorrow a request for a variance of Franklin County subdivision regulations to allow a lot split that would have a sideline that is beyond 5 degrees of perpendicular to the street center line, which Economic and Development is recommending denial for that, and that will be on their agenda for tomorrow at 1:30. And that's all the new business I have, and old business. Do you have anything? Do you have anything? Nope. Okay. We'll move on to announcements. We had some residents on Lambert Road who did not get their recycling picked up last week. One of the residents called Local Waste to find out why, and he was told they went early on Lambert Road that day. They logged at his house at 7:41. Pickup time for Pleasant Township starts at 7 a.m. Local Waste advised to put trash and recycling out before 7 a.m. or the night before. So this resident just asked if we might not want to just remind everybody of that. Okay. Also, I received an email from James Weaver who sent a list of 28 carts in Pleasant Township, the red recycled carts that were rented. And local was not able to collect them. They weren't out for whatever reason. They applied a $75 lost cart fee for each one to those customers. But if a customer contacts them for removal and they are able to get the carts back, they will credit their accounts of that fee. They just had to get the charges on the invoices because waiting till April would make it much more difficult. So if anybody is out there and they have a red cart, put it out this week or call local and let them know you're going to put it out. So, any other announcements or anything? No? Okay. All right, is there any other business?
I will be absent from the next meeting. I will be on vacation.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Then I will make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call, trustee Sheets,
Yes.
trustee Hunter, yes, trustee Good.
Yes.
Meeting adjourned at 7:25.